You gift of me, body and soul. Read in between the cracks in the wall.
Hi everyone, it's Lordy again with another review. Something a little bit different for you today. This is a kit that's aimed specifically at the new vapor. I got it free of charge for review purposes from charliesvapeshop.co.uk. However, the fact that it was free, as always, will not affect the honesty of my opinion. So it's the Evod starter kit. Let's just get straight into the table for a closer look, and then we'll come back for a vape and opinions. And here we go. I do have to point out that the case is additional. So the base kit is £24.99. If you want the case as well, then it's only an additional £3.49, which brings the whole thing out to £28.48. So what do you get for your money? Okay, inside, let's put this to one side. You have got a USB charger. You get 15 mils free of juice. This one here is candy floss flavour. Can't wait to get into that one. Now he does have 11 different flavours available in 3 different strengths, which is 24mg, 16mg and 11mg. This is the Evod Battery that comes with it. A lot of people will recognise it as being very familiar. It's about the same size as your average Ego battery, and it has got the Ego threading as you would expect, given that it sits on an Evod, and it has got 510 threading down the middle as well. You also get this, which is the Evod. Let's get it out of the package and show you how that works. So, you know, for £24.99 you get a battery, a charger, some e-liquid and a full device. I think, considering how good the Evods are, that's, for me anyway, I think that's really good value for money. So this is the Evod. It's got a built-in drip tip. The thing with these is the bottom screws out, and then basically you fill your juice down the middle until it comes up level with the post in the centre there. We'll come back to that. This is the bottom half of the Atty, and in there, if I just screw this out, these heads are replaceable, and I think they only cost a couple of pounds each. So in there you've got your coil and some very short wicks that feed the e-liquid from the tank into the coil. So let's get this put back together. And let's take our e-liquid. This one here is at 16mg. Give it a little shake, not that you have to. Oh, and it's pretty well sealed too. It's also got child safety cap on there as well, which I always like to see. Okay, so we're literally just going to squeeze the juice down the inside of the tank. Oops, I slightly overfilled this one. But basically you want it just coming up to that silver mark there, to the height of the centre post. You then just take the top part of the assembly, screw it back into place, and it really is as simple as that. There's nothing more to it. Screw it onto the device, and there you go. There's the Evod fully assembled, filled with juice and ready to vape. So let's do exactly that. A couple of things I didn't show you on the table. The button here has got a safety mechanism, so if you press it 5 times, then you see it flashes to let you know that it's unactivated. Hold it up to the camera so that hopefully you get a bit of a better picture. No, my camera's not playing ball today. But yeah, if I keep pressing it, it's not activating, you're not getting any noise, so it's not going to heat up in your pocket. Press it 5 times again. and it flashes 5 times to let you know that it's now activated. And if I press it now, you can see it lighting up, and you might be able to hear it starting to hiss away. So what does it vape like? So right off the bat, it's giving really good flavour, really good throat hit as well actually, and this candy floss flavour is pretty darn good actually. I'm going to be honest, I've had an Evod, as in the top part of this. I've had that for a couple of months now, and it's sort of my backup device for when I go down and take it down the pub. Something else I didn't show you on the table is for charging. So literally just take the head off it, take your USB charger. So I've got things about to fall off everywhere, and that literally just screws together. Now to start with, you will get a red light on that part there when it's charging, and it will go green when it's fully charged. And like I say, it takes about a couple of hours, something like that, to fill, to charge. Getting my words muddled up again today. So what do I think as a starter kit, and what are the alternatives? There are a ton of electronic cigarettes that are out there, and there's quite a few that are aimed at the new vapor, and I really like the Evod for a number of reasons. Like I say, I've had one for a couple of months now. I like it because the wicks are in the bottom of the tank, which means that you're not tilting it and stuff like there's another one called the Vivinova. You don't have to tilt it to keep it feeding. It feeds itself quite naturally. In terms of the size of the thing, you know, if you're used to smoking, you don't want something massive like you see these big mods and stuff. So you want something that's small and compact. It's not quite a cigar-like, as you can see, but it's a very friendly size. It's also available in a number of different colours, so he's got pink and all sorts of girly ones as well, so whatever floats your boat really, where that's concerned. The reason why I like this, the Evod, I've tried the Ego C, that's the other one that seems to go around as a bit of a starter device. It's been around for a while now. The Ego Cs just don't perform anywhere near as consistently, in my experience, as this does. As a starter kit, if you just want to give vaping a go, if you've never tried it before, 25 quid is a pretty minimal outlay. Compared to the cigar-likes are the ones that are the size of a, pretty much the size of a cigarette, and the end lights up when you take a toke. The batteries on them only last a couple of hours, so you're forever changing and charging batteries, and you've got to get a few to get started. The other thing as well is the little cartridges that hold e-liquid. They don't hold a lot, and you find that you're either running through them at a rate of knots if they're not refillable, or if they are refillable, then you're forever topping them back up, which means you've always got to carry your juice around with you. And you find that they've got a sweet spot. They're either too wet or they're just right for a small window, and then just past that small window, they're almost a little bit too dry to really enjoy the vape off. This one, the battery will last someone who's just coming off smoking, I'd have thought in the region of about 6 to 7 hours. You get a good couple of mils of juice in here as well, which is probably going to last you for 2 or 3 hours, I'd have thought, all round about. And if you get the case that comes with it, there's nothing to stop you carrying around your charger and carrying around your bottle of juice. So yeah, get the kit, 25 quid or 28.50 with the case as well, and see what you think of vaping. If you're coming off cigarettes, one thing I will say is that it's almost like having a first cigarette again. When you smoke cigarettes, it sort of gets your throat here in terms of the hit. E-cigarettes are more at the top, so it does feel a little bit like having your first cigarette, and it can take a few hours or maybe a day or so to get used to. But once you get used to the way that it hits your throat, you know, the flavours are really good, you're getting your nicotine, you don't smell, you don't have to go outside every 5 minutes. It will be a revelation. So, great starter kit. The only thing that I would say is that you won't be able to stop with the cigarettes altogether, but I don't think that's the kind of decision that a smoker makes in the space of a week. I think if you get it and you keep using it and you find that you're reaching more for this than you are for the cigarette, then I'd recommend at the least buying another battery. The heads that contain the coils last around about 3 to 4 weeks. I mean, they're made in China, so you do get good ones and bad ones, so you might get ones that only last a week or two. But at $2.50 per replacement head, I think they cost. You can buy a few, stack up, and you won't need to buy anything else for months. Like I say, there's a ton of devices on the market, and us vapers are a funny lot, and love artisan stuff. I love big battery mods, I love rebuildable ATIs. And if you are a new vapor, I'm not going to keep talking about more stuff that's going to confuse you. Get this, charge it, fill it with juice, and you're away. Yeah, hats off to Charlie. I think you've put together a really good value kit here, and I thoroughly recommend it to anyone that wants to kick the stinkers. So yeah, more power to you. That's it for me for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. If you like what you watched, please subscribe to my channel, or you'll also find me on Facebook. The address is on the bottom of the screen. And if you are a new vapor and you want to get going, you want some advice, I can recommend a forum called thevapersden.com. I've been a member there for a couple of years now. It's really friendly. We love people that have never vaped before and are always happy to answer any questions. Cheers now. Bye-bye.